is this for me? Am I supposed to be doing this?
They make me no. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Baby, come.
Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yami Kani. For those that don't know me, welcome to my channel. I hope you stay, I hope you enjoy. But before, make sure to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and make sure to share and just tell your friends about this video. If you like it, just tell everybody about it. But welcome, I hope you enjoy the ride, because we're about to go on a juicy ride together. You're going to love it here, you're going to get addicted, you're going to be like, where's Yamkani, where's I miss her video? And you know what, let's get right into it, because I know you clicked this video because you don't want to waste your time, so let me not waste your time. So today I'm going to be talking about my first, drum roll please, my first brand trip. I didn't even know that it was like a brand trip, a brand deal. Let's just put it on. I didn't even know like that's what it was. To begin with, I thought it was a scam, and I promise you I would have, you know, like skipped it in my emails, right? So this is how it all happened. So remember my previous video? If you didn't watch, go and watch it right now. I was talking about like content creation. So I was saying in 2023, that's when I, you know, end of 2023, that's how I really decided to get my Zoom. And then I was posting like 3 reels every single day for like 3 months. If you want to go check my Instagram, and you'll see that I was really standing on business with my content, because I was like, I love it here. And then 2024 started, and I was tired, I was exhausted. I was like, I just spent like 3 months posting 3 reels every single day. And I know people were like, Yamkan, that's so delusional, but you know, if you know me, you know my motto is Delulu for the win. So in 2024 I had given up. I was so close. I didn't give up, I was still trying, but like I was starting to question myself. I was like, is this for me? Am I supposed to be doing this? Like, you know, all that nonsense. And then I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm going through like my emails, and then I think I just saw like the email from like Instagram Meta, right? So I was like, what is this? So I just thought it was a scam, but like I am very like extra careful when it comes to these things, because I've been scammed before, guys. And don't be like, oh, I'm a cybersecurity student and I've been scammed, knowing all these little things. But before, I didn't know as much as I did now. Back then, guys, I was scammed. But no, that's not the tea for today. For today, we're talking about how I thought this email was a scam. So I read the email. They're like, oh, we want to meet with you, we want to talk to you about your content creation journey and things like that. They were very basic, like in brief. And then I was like, okay. At first I thought about it for some time. I didn't even respond to that like email immediately. It took me a couple of days to respond. But then I was like, you know what, I feel like playing, because sometimes if I'm not sure, like I will play around with the person on the other end. So like, for example, on Instagram, if people want to mess with me, I could be like, oh, I'm selling toes and like I'm cutting them and all that stuff and nonsense, and then scare them away. So I thought, okay, let's play a game with Meta Instagram, not knowing it was really Meta Instagram. And then I just responded. I was polite like usual, like the usual. You just have to be polite. I'm polite with my emails because you never know. I wasn't sure that this was a scam, but at the same time I was like, why are they looking for me? Like me at the time, at how many? Oh, I just gained like maybe 20k. I think like maybe 20k. I gained like 20k. So now my Instagram was like maybe at 40 something, 45, 43 to 45 there. That's what my Instagram was. So I was like, I must saying I was like a small creator. I think I was okay, right? And then boom, I see that, and I'm like, what do they want from me? Like I only have like what, 45k followers. Like what do they want from me? Like I only thought like they looked at like the big people, the 1 millions, you know, the ones that people love, the big influencers and things like that. But surprise, they were in my emails. And I felt so good about it, because I was like, I'm always reaching out to brands, and brands don't want to work with me. And if you watch my other video, I was talking about rejection. I was probably like, these brands that don't want to work with me, and anyway my content isn't even giving me what I wanted to give. So then that email, I responded, I was polite, and I was like, you know what, there's no harm in this. Like, it's not like I'm gonna die, it's not like they will take my information. I didn't click on anything. And then they responded back. And they're like, oh, okay, what day are you available and all that stuff. I was like, these people don't have me face to face. So I was like, I'm gonna, like, there's no harm. Like, I was just doing things at this point, but genuinely I thought it was a scam. I didn't know it was real. And then the meeting is set up, and I think they were a little bit late, right? And I was like, finish, like, I've been duped, right? And then they came like, oh, so sorry, we called with someone else in the previous meeting. I was like, this is real. And they came, they were like, hi, how are you? And then they spoke to me. They were so nice. The ladies were so nice. We spoke about a lot. Some of the things I can't disclose because I signed an NDA like way after when I went for the brand trip. But anyway, we'll get to that. Today we've got time. And then these ladies, they're like, hi, how are you? They spoke to me, everything. We spoke about Instagram and all that nice stuff. And then at the end, because they were asking me questions and I was answering, so I was answering like I was being as real as possible, because I was like, these people can't be for me. I feel like they're duping me. So at the same time I was like, okay, let me just give, like, I was talking as if, because if I knew that they were really meta from jump, when they asked me those questions, I wasn't going to be as real as I was in that call. And then I'm in the call, everything, I'm talking. Then at the end, do you know what they asked me? They're like, oh, would like to invite you. I was like, so I'm still feeling the excitement now, because at the time I was like, guys, I was like, this has never happened to me before. And then they're like, oh, would like to invite you to this, that. We have it on this date. Would love for you to come. Everything will be, all expenses will be covered and all that. And I was like, huh? So I was like, oh really? And then I even started laughing with them at the end. I was like, you know what, I thought this was a scam. Like, I was just going through with it because I was like, I don't lose anything out of this. But at first I really wanted to ignore and move on with my life. So I'm like, after the call, I was so overwhelmed. I was like, what? I was like, God was like, Yami, you're not done. My daughter, you're not done. And he just knew. Even before I had like completely given up, he was like, no, continue. I was so happy, you guys. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, like, it's happening to me with my little followers. Like, oh, okay. And it was in New York, which is not quite far from where I live. So yeah, they booked everything, because my flight was an hour 30 minutes. It wasn't even bad. It was like an hour 30 minutes, but it was so worth it. So they sent me the details and everything. So I need to make sure I look good, so I'm getting my outfits together and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, if I had the same energy now, I feel like the vlogging would be like way different, and it would be nicer to watch a vlog than me explaining to you. But anyway, I will still put like visuals so that you guys can really get into it. But like, yeah guys, it was so exciting. And then the day came, right, and I booked my flights and everything. Well, they booked my flight. I simply had to show up. Even when I was at the airport, I was so excited. I was like, this is my first like brand trip, but it wasn't really hitting at the time, because the thing is with me, right, when good things happen to me, like if I achieve something, I don't know, I'm just like, oh, well done, on to the next. Like, I don't really take time to really soak it in. So I don't think I gave myself time to soak in that, oh, this is my first brand trip, like, this is amazing, right? And I'm so proud of myself. I didn't get to do all of that nonsense. We got there, and then I got on an Uber from like the airport to the hotel. The hotel was really nice, but it was so exciting. I got there, the hotel, checked in, and everything was smooth. And then I got in, I settled down. I was like, this is happening. Like, this is happening, because then the whole event was like an Instagram, like Meta Instagram summit, right? So it was the next day. So I got there the day before. I settled there. I was so happy, excited. I think that night Was it the night? No, that night I was like, no, Yummy, you need to sleep, you need to rest. I went to sleep early that day, but I was excited. And then, hey, the next day, guys, I was struggling to wake up in the morning. Please, my sisters were working overtime. I even woke up late. I was late, guys, I was late. But not late to the event. I managed to, I meant late as in I wanted to like create content, do the whole waking up. Guys, come spend the day with me as I go on my but I couldn't do that because I woke up late, unfortunately. But I still managed to get like some footage, especially when I was doing my makeup. I think there's actually a short that I posted and a reel as well, and a TikTok where I posted, and I was getting ready and people seemed to like that reel. So anyway, and I called my ride, everything was paid for by everything, and they still paid me after that for doing what I did when I got there. But we're getting to the tea. I got there, I had the address and everything, so I went in. They were like, wait in the lobby, so I waited, and there was a number there, and they told us to call this person to let them know that we're here. So when I got there, a lot of us were in the lobby, so that's how I knew I wasn't late. That's when we signed the NDA. And then she came, she called us, she's like, oh, okay, let's go. And then that's when everything started. So it was beautiful, met amazing people. I love everything that happened in there. I love that I got a chance to speak and people got to listen to what I had to say. And I did have a lot to say, like in terms of what was being spoken about, which was quite nice. And we spoke about other things. It's so sad that I can't, talk about them, but it was beautiful. So I would say like Meta's hospitality was bomb. It was amazing. Like, I really hope other people get to go there and they can tell the story too. I didn't think it was possible, and I guess it happened to me so that I can one day, talk to people about it and motivate them. Because I know if I keep quiet, like I feel bad keeping quiet about it because I didn't even think it would happen to me. So someone out there could watch this video and they'll be like, will I ever get a brand trip? You can. I promise you can. I didn't think I could. I was about to give up on content creation. So now I just have to work on my YouTube so I can, do as well as I'm doing on Instagram. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Put your emails in your bios on Instagram. Put it there, because if they now want to reach out to you and your email's not in your, how are they gonna reach out to you? I made it again. I made it another week on YouTube. Without ghosting everybody.
This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Baby girl,